All right, YouTube, we're going to be working on 2018 Jeep Renegade. This is the 2.4 liter engine. And so what we're going to do is we're going to replace the purge valve, which is on the back side of the engine. So first things that you're going to do is you're going to pull off your engine cover itself. We're going to disconnect the actual cold air intake. So go ahead and pinch together these, this little plastic retainer, and then pull straight back. That comes right off. And so if you see that, you just pinch them together. That comes straight off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep everything intact here and just kind of fold it back. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and pop this out with a screwdriver. And so we're just going to get down underneath here like so. Pop it up, pull this out, and we're just going to set this off to the side here. Just like so. And then you can disconnect your mass airflow if you want to and just pop it off. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to remove the intake temperature sensor, which is right here. Just go ahead and you push down on it and then pull straight out. So if the easiest way here is if you have an actual hose clamp, which goes around here, and you can unscrew that, do that first and then unscrew it, and then you can just disconnect it from your air box itself. Evidently, this one is a permanent locked in place. I would have to damage the actual band itself and then replace it with a removable one, which I could do that, but I'm not going to right now. That would be the easiest way. So let's go ahead, and if you have that style, you can unscrew it, and then we'll just go ahead and take this off. But if you don't, I'm going to take the airbox out. All right, so what I did was just unloosen the bolts here. There's one, another one's over here, and then one on the back side, and then the whole top cover of your air cleaner comes right off. And so this way you can go ahead and check your air filter itself and replace it at that time. The next thing that you're going to do is remove this bolt right here. Now this one is 8 millimeter, so I'm going to go ahead and take this off. All right, so now the next thing that you want to do is there's a band holding this on here, and just get up underneath here once again and go ahead and pop this out so you can remove the actual hose itself. Next thing right down here, that's a hose clamp, and we just need to unscrew the hose clamp itself, and then your whole cold air intake will come right off. All right, so all I did was I just took the cold air intake and just folded it back, just kind of out of the way. The other thing too, it's a 7 millimeter socket that'll slide onto the actual hose clamp itself. You unscrew it and just wiggle it until it pops off. The other thing is on your throttle body, make sure nothing falls down in there. So maybe put a rag or something over the top of it. All right, so now on the back side of the engine, you have a foam piece. This foam piece right here will have to come out. And also you've got your fuel line, which is the blue one. So your fuel line, be careful when you take that off. It is under pressure. You will get some spray, so watch your eyes. And you will probably get a little bit of gas on the ground. The other one is your purge valve. And so there's two clips, one on each side, where you have to pinch them in. And then when you pinch them in, you pull, and then it pops right off. I'll show you that in just a minute. But this one, the blue tab, you have to get up underneath it, lift up on it, and you'll hear it click. Don't force it. And then on the back side, there's a little, like a tab that you have to push in. And then as you're pushing in, slowly pull out. And I would probably put a rag over the top or wear some kind of glasses or something, because you will get some kind of spray. All right, so let me show you how to disconnect this. It's kind of hard to see, but anyways, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna get up underneath here, and then you're just gonna lift it straight up. That's all the higher that you wanna go. You don't wanna raise it up anymore. You will break that. Now, this is, so on the back side, there's gonna be there's a little clip that you have to push in as you pull back. And what I will do is I'm gonna put a rag over the top to contain the spray. So then go ahead and disconnect that, and I'll be right back. All right, so that's what it's gonna look like right there. It's pretty easy to take off, and it did have minimal amount of spray, but it has been sitting for about an hour and a half or so. And then now we're gonna disconnect the actual purge valve, which there's 2 buttons on each side. You just have to push in and then pull them directly straight back. All right, relatively simple. This is what it's gonna actually look like. So again, you pull the blue tab straight up, don't pull too hard. And then on the back side, there's that little white button. You'll push that in as you pull back on it for the fuel line. And this is the purge valve. And then you just have this button right here that you have to push in on. And as you push in, you just pull straight back and it unhooks. Now you can go ahead and remove this foam piece right here to access your purge valve. So let's go ahead and take that off. Okay, and there we go. Set that off to the side. And now right back here, there is your purge valve. All right, so now what we're gonna do is there's an electrical connection right here. And so what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to get on the actual connector itself. Okay, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna take, just really lightly, take this, push it back till it clicks, and then you're able to push in on it. All right, once you got your electrical connection off, then what you're gonna do is just pop off this clip right here, and then you're gonna follow this down to the base, and then you're just going to, there's no clip, no clip holding this on or anything. You just wiggle it back and forth until it pops off. And if you're not replacing the hose, you don't have to do this step. All right, so this is what your clip, your electrical connector looks like right there. And again, what you do is you pull this white clip straight back, and then what you'll do is you're gonna push down on it while you're pulling out. And so here's your old purge valve right there. Now the other thing too is you want to double check, just match everything up, make sure it's all correct, and then go ahead and install the new one. All right, so you want to push your electrical connector in until you hear it click, and then push your the white retainer, push it in and so it locks in place, so there's no way that this electrical connection can come free. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to set this down and we're going to hook up the actual hose itself. All right, so this is what it's going to look like after you install it. So you go ahead and slide it down over that clip right there, holds it in place, make sure that this is locked in, and then make sure you seat the actual hose all the way down until it is flush. And now we can go ahead and put back the styrofoam or rubber guard. So the other thing too is, so this is the amount of fuel that I got out of the line when I disconnected it. So it did spray a little bit. Just be cautious of that. All right, so this is what the rubber piece will look like after you get it installed. So go ahead and slide it in, and then your lines should come through right here. And then you got your purge valve on the back side. And so now all you have to do is connect these, which the white one's really easy. All you do is just slide that on and then hear it click. And then once you hear it click, it's locked into place. Now this one, this is your fuel line. A little bit, it's still easy, but you just take it, slide it on, and then when it locks in place, you'll hear it click, and then you gotta push down the blue retainer so it locks into place. When it's under pressure, it doesn't come off. So now we can go ahead and start reassembling the cold air intake. All right, so what you're gonna do is push it down and get it so it seats all the way down. And then we're gonna go ahead and take your 7mm, tighten that up. And then don't forget to hook up your electrical connection here. And then we've got your air box that you're putting back together. And then just go ahead and screw these down until they're nice and snug, all three of them. All right, so don't forget to hook up your electrical connection. And then over here, mass airflow, don't forget this connector here. Tighten down your air box, put in your bolt right here. And then also, don't forget to tighten down your cold air intake into the actual throttle body and get that sucked down, put on your top cover, and then you are done and completed with the purge valve. So hopefully this video helped you out. Please subscribe, like, and I'll see you on the next one.